how do you become a contortionist? And what is the process behind becoming a contortionist?
For me, I have a different path than everybody. Because usually you start when you're very young. Like you can start with gymnastics. Usually that's what happens. When I was a kid, I never did any sports, anything, and I wish I did. Because I would be so flexible now. I mean, much more.
Even more than
now.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So I started late when I was 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 4 years ago, and I just went to the gym one day with my neighbor, and she told me, "Oh, you should try this. Let's go to yoga." And then I realized, like, wait, like I thought this was natural. I could do this, and people could not. And I felt like, what? Like, you know, I can touch my feet so easily, everything.
Ah, so it was okay.
It's kind of like born with it, but you have to work so much on it. Because let's say you cannot split next day, you know? So then I realized, like, wait, every day it was improving. And then it becomes like, wait, can I get my splits, you know? So I just focused on it. Like, I think in 4 months, I got all my splits, like middle, front, everything. Yeah, I was obsessed, you know, like I was training a lot every day. And then, I don't know, it's just like a passion, you know, like it comes to you. Like it's not something you really choose.
Yeah, I saw a lot that usually contortionists, they always have like a background in acrobatics or ballet or gymnastics, as you said. And then they realize that, wait, I thought that the limit of my body was here.
Yes.
But actually the limit of my body is way higher than I thought it was. And I want to really get into that. And then you become a contortionist.
Yes, that's the thing. Like then suddenly you become in control of yourself. Like you get so much awareness. Like, okay, this is my arm. You know it's your arm. But what can you do with it? Why it could not rotate the whole way?
What limit can you take?
Exactly. You know, my torso, I think like, why can I not twist it the whole way? Like, I know it's
I'm
crazy.
getting tired thinking about it. I swear to God. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But even my head, sometimes I feel like I should try to twist it the whole way. Of course, I'm not going to do it because it's going to cut my nerves.
Yeah.
But I know guys that do it, by the way.
Oh, wow.
I know. It's
so you can actually do that.
But apparently you can die if you... I don't know. I don't want
I'm
to
sure
try.
you can.
Let's not experiment with it.
I know. But I mean, like, you feel so empowered, I think. Like, you realize, like, you didn't know who you were before. Like, you can have so much control.
That's interesting. So what were you then before discovering contortionism?
I was working in an office. So I used to live in Dubai. Mm-hmm. And I had a job in HR. I used to work for... Yeah, I know. Like, no, I worked for big brands like Pepsi. And so I had like a stable job, you know, and suddenly I discovered like, wait, this is not what I want. Like I was 26. Well, when I quit, I think I was 27 or 28. And I felt like, what do I want in my life? You know, why not pursuing something I love? Pepsi was great, you know, it's an amazing
but it's
company.
not what I love.
But it's not me. Like what, I need to be free. I need to move. Like I cannot stay in an office every day and no, this is not me.
Well, yeah, you went from sitting down at the desk to bending like a pretzel. So
I know. It's
being like a spider on the desk. Like.
I know. I didn't know I had this. You know, imagine I didn't know it.
Do you think everybody though could do it? Like if everybody practices the
I
right
did.
way?
And honestly, all I could do is touch my toes.
All right.
It's not a lot, but let's say it's more than
the average
some
person.
people.
It's more than what I can do.
But you need to have some natural talent.
I think yes, like your body. Some people, their body is made like this. Some people, they just have a different body. Let's say it's like kind of a gift, but you have to work so much on it. Let's say if you're good at football, like of course you were gifted with good legs, but if you don't do anything with these legs, what you're gonna do? You know,
pointless. Yeah.
Like I used to train 4 hours a day, 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
it's
until my body gets tired and I cannot anymore.
Yeah, like I used to do a lot of martial arts when I was young.
Oh,
for 50
Jesus.
years.
So you
no
know.
one cares.
No, but like I used to be able, like I'm thinking about now. Like,
Jackie Chan.
So did you get your split?
Yes, I used to be able
Middle
to do the splits. Full,
you see?
Yeah, bro. I was a black belt.
I feel like I shouldn't see
I
that
want
ever.
to see.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I'm still even till now I can touch my toes if I do.
Good. And
so
the
I'm
body
thinking,
remembers. Maybe you can do the splits.
Yeah, so like not I can't do the splits now, but I'm thinking like if I really wanted to, could have I been a contortionist?
Okay, Tariq. Okay.
Yeah, no, you could have
I
definitely
think-
been a contortionist.
I think anybody can, or
Yeah,
at
they're
least
just
you don't
jealous.
have to
You
be a
can do a split.
contortionist. You can just
Be flexible.
work on your flexibility. Like flexibility is mobility. So let's say like you don't have to be super flexible and rotate fully. Just feel better in your body. You know that your legs can go wider, and it helps you in many sports. Let's say like any sports, it will give you more range in shoulders and legs and everything.
You know, I love football and I took up football as a kid and it was something I liked great. But how does that then, what type of dedication, what type of training goes into making it into a career? Because that's different than making it a hobby.
Of course. The thing for me is it happened naturally, you know, like I would go to the gym and people see me and they are like horrified. I don't know, they are so scared. And they're like, can you train me? Like, I don't want to be like you, but like at least get my splits. And I think splits was like a trend or something. And every woman wanted the splits because of Instagram. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, so it made my life easy. So then I was like, okay, like, let's go train. You know, splits is only like leg flexibility. And it's not so hard, but you need to be very, very dedicated. And you have to be so patient because it's not going to happen in like 1 week. Maybe and everybody's different. It can happen in 1 year, but it teaches you a lot. You know, that's the journey that is important. And I didn't have sports in my life before, so it taught me a lot of things too.
How easy was it though to like even maybe up until now, just in general, people in the Middle East, especially in Lebanon, to explain to them what you're trying to do, like what you're doing? Oh yeah, I'm a contortionist. How many times do you get people look at you like,
I know.
What the
Usually
fuck
they
is
tell
that?
me, yes, they tell me what is this, like extortionist? Like, like
That makes more sense.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, contortionist. Like in Europe, people are so aware because I think
they know, they've seen it.
Yes, it's more. They are more open to the circus arts and everything, so they know what it is. In the Middle East, I have to tell you, you know, it's flexible people. Like, they're like, oh, like gymnastics. Yeah, same. Like, you know.
So they think that you're more like a gymnast.
No, it's different because you see,
Performer,
gymnastics
maybe?
has more strength. We have strength. We need it. But they have even more. And they tumble and they do a lot of different moves that we don't do. But it's all related, you know, like it's very related.
how do you best explain it? Like simply, like if you just, like simply explain it.
What can I say?
It's
like body art.
Yeah.
It's
an
a
art
body
or
art.
body art. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was
Yes.
gonna ask you that.
Yes.
Okay.
And from like your family's perspective, because you said you used to work in Pepsi and you studied in university,
I know.
and so you had like a very systematic approach.
Yes.
Corporate.
And then I guess because you never really, I guess, explained to your parents. It just happened randomly. So was that a bit tough?
It was. The thing is, it was hard to say. You know, like, oh, I want to be this. It's not like, oh, I want to be this suddenly. It just happens. And then I told him, okay, I quit, and then I'm doing this, and then you start doing shows and doing things, and then you think like, oh, okay, yes, I am, you know. And then I tell him, and he was like, oh my God, what is she gonna do? I think he was worrying a lot.
Your father?
My dad, yeah, sorry. So I think he was worrying a lot, and then with time he realized like, oh wait, like I think she's doing good. Like she's happy at least. And he told me, as long as you're happy, then do it.
How was his reaction the first time you saw a picture of you doing something like very
looking like a spider reverse and
Usually he does not understand. You're like, where's your leg? Where's your arm? And he's like, oh my God. Like, but you see, my eyes don't see anymore. Like when I see it, I'm like, okay, you know, like it's not so flexible. But because
it's not flexible.
It's like, okay, it's okay.
It's average, it's standard,
You know, like for me, it's like I'm so perfectionist. Like if I could do even crazier than this, I would do it.
Because when I think of a contortionist, the first thing that pops up in my head is Cirque du Soleil, because that's the first thing. But what type of jobs can you get as a contortionist? Like what?
Usually you do shows like performances, or you can train people. But the best thing is to do shows, I think. You know, you have to demonstrate what
Live
you can
performances.
do. Yeah, you can do Got Talent too. But you see, Cirque du Soleil is it's Mongolian contortion. There's different types of contortion. I don't do this type, but...
what type do you do?
Performance?
It's hard to say because it's like, okay, it's called bone breaking. And
that sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a good time. Bone breaking.
Because I do a lot of rotation and like different things. Like let's say girls usually do splits and back bending, which I do, but I like to do different things.
There's a picture of you with like your knee is not supposed to be like knees are not supposed to go
like
there.
the leg is
It's
rotated like
there,
this.
yes, and then your foot is facing your face like there. And
I know.
are you, by the way, I don't know how is the
Yeah, I know
word
what you
double
mean.
jointed?
No,
Are
it doesn't
you-
exist, please.
Because no, like the whole elbow thing.
I heard the doctor telling me that doesn't exist.
Like it's not like
I think
fully
it's like,
double joint. I think it's more the term like
I know,
hyperflex
like,
or something.
yes.
I don't know what.
I am, because you see my arms.
You are, yeah.
Yes, but it's just the joint. In flexibility,
Okay.
it's not only a joint.
Yeah.
It's the nerves and the muscle. So
definitely.
you have to extend your muscle and the nerves. You know, basically, it's like very. If you think about it, it's very physiologic. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of like we're working out. You're breaking down your muscle in order to
yes,
build
like
them
you have to
more.
understand what do I
Yeah.
have to do. You know.
Here you're stretching them out
Yes.
so that they can reach.
Like,
whatever-
today I
what
have
you're doing.
to work on my quads or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's not as simple as people think it is.
Oh no, it doesn't
No.
look simple
They
at all.
think
At all.
some people think like, okay, she's just doing this, but no, it's like it's a whole process. Sometimes I was imagining crazy things like, let's do this. You know, it all comes from imagination.
How does your spine, like, how physically? That's what I'm not getting. Like your spine, how doesn't it just?
At the beginning, to be
Practice
honest,
makes perfect.
yes, at the beginning it was so painful, and it is what you have to do to get there. If you feel it, if you feel that you can do it and you love it, of course you're gonna do it. And yeah, it was painful. Like,
So
I
it
remember
does
my
take a toll,
hamstrings,
yeah.
my back, it was so painful. And then you see what happens, like, oh, you're progressing, and then that's it. Like the pain, now I can split when I wake up.
Wow.
Like,
I wish I
yes.
could do that.
So it's like mind over matter, kind
Exactly.
of. I'm gonna have
It's
pain,
very-
but I'm gonna get there.
And
Yes.
like,
Okay.
so you
It's
say,
very, very mental. It's not only physical like people think. It's very, very mental.
but like from the physical perspective, for example, like what type of exercises do you do? Like, if you can give a few examples.
Things that you cannot do.
No, I know. I'm just,
Tore Loki wants to become a contortionist.
no, I'm just like, you know,
Ah.
I'm like trying to think about like the preparation side of it.
So usually the best thing to do is conditioning, because you need some strength too.
Yeah.
You cannot be only flexible because then you become so loose.
Yeah.
Let's say, how can you handle having your legs on your head if you don't have a good core?
True.
How can you hold it, you know? So usually I would do conditioning, like 1 hour, then stretches, like you just hold it, same,
Like
you know.
proper
it's-
stretches.
yes.
Yeah.
1 hour, and then you do exercises, let's say for rotation, you know, leg rotation, arms rotation. So it can be splitted, and then I can try new poses, new moves.
Do you lift weights, or is that not good for your like lifting weights, gym lifting?
No,
weights,
because the thing with lifting, I do only body weight.
Yeah.
I can lift maybe 1 kilo.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid, but
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm doing this because if you lift, it's making your muscle
Muscles
go
bigger.
this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
you don't lift, it's making your muscle this way.
Yeah.
And I need my muscle to be this way.
That's why I do more body weight.
Yes.
then. Okay.
But
fair.
anyway, I think my body type cannot be like
Like,
this.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So it also depends on body type as well.
Yes.
So there's a lot of natural, you know, kind of things that
Yes.
go into it as well, combined with the
Natural
the training.
and acquired by practice too.
Okay.
It's like a mix, I think.
Because it's interesting, you found it kind of by accident, Yani. It's so
Yes.
it's rare to find your passion by accident. Usually you're
is.
looking for it and everything. And just wanted to know when you do kind of announce, okay, this is my vocation and this is what I'm going into. And are your friends supportive? Are your friends saying, what the hell are you doing? You had a job at Pepsi.
I know.
What's the reaction?
Well, I quit a long time ago, so, you know, it's good. But of course, like when I left Pepsi, a lot of people told me, do you realize this is one of the biggest like company in the Middle East? Do you know what you're doing? And I was like, yeah, you know, like you earn $4,000 a month, even more, I think. And then you think like, yes, what, you know, I have to follow what my heart wants. Money will not make me happy, I think.
Yeah.
I need passion, and I need to do what I love. I need to follow it. I've always been like this.
No, you could like sit on a desk for like 9-10
Yeah.
hours a day, 5 days a week, sometimes maybe even 6, and you're getting paid well.
Yes.
But how happy are you actually? Like, are you telling me
Exactly.
you're waking up every day excited to go and sit on that desk and punch numbers or write a few texts?
Feeling
and-
fulfilled as
yeah,
well.
and then
Yes.
you leave. Are you like, oh my god, I love this day of work, or are you doing it on, I'm gonna get paid, so I'm gonna be comfortable? So there's like a difference between being comfortable and being happy with what you're doing.
And what's amazing about what you did as well is you did something in the Middle East that is not really there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
if somebody was doing it in Europe, it's already a brave step. 'Cause
Yes.
here it's like, who is there to look up to?
Yes.
Who are my idols? Who can I follow?
I
You know?
remember, yeah, of course, because I lived in Dubai for 7 years. And even there, like people, it's still new, you know, like they're trying to open to more art and everything, but people were still wondering, like, what is this, you know, like, it's like a new thing in the Middle East. It's not easy, especially being a woman doing this. Like, it's not really common, you know, like, it's very unusual, I think.
So when you left your job, you first started practicing and performing in Dubai, and then after Dubai, would you mainly were your performances mainly in Dubai? Or
In Dubai,
and
yeah.
then have you had performances outside Dubai, let's say Lebanon or maybe other parts of the world?
Well, not yet, because I moved to Lebanon and then things happened.
Really,
like,
things happen? What
yeah.
happened? What
Have you heard? There was a few things that
Revolution
went
and
pretty
then
bad.
Corona. So
Please update us.
I know. I moved in September last year, so it's kind of like
Best time to move to Lebanon.
Yeah,
I
that was
know.
bad, yeah.
And when I think of September 2019, it was amazing.
Yes,
Like I miss it, you know. I want to go back. But
you are probably feeling, yes, I'm coming. I can't wait to start my new journey.
I know.
here.
And I was thinking, okay, you know, I was traveling to Dubai, just doing some work and coming back. It's very easy. And then things happened. And you see, that's the risk of being a freelancer and doing what you love. You do not get a paycheck every month.
Yeah.
Like, it's so scary. Sometimes, what am I going to do? Am I going to be able to eat? But it's worth it. I still think it's worth it.
Why did you decide to move to Lebanon?
What made you lose your mind?
No.
And brought you back here?
Yeah.
I think Lebanon is amazing.
Okay.
Like, I came here before on holiday and I always thought like, oh, I want to be here. And I had enough of Dubai. Not enough, but it's like 7 years. Okay, let's move somewhere else. I always lived in different countries. I lived in the UK. I mean, France, UK, Dubai. And then, okay, let's do Lebanon because I love the Middle East. So yeah, I was just like, you know, I came for 2 weeks and then I was like, okay, I'm going to stay here. I packed all my stuff. I shipped all my stuff from Dubai.
Oh, wow. So it's like quickly, like
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
thinking.
I am like this, like I go with my heart, whatever I
Mm.
like. Like I'm not going to play games. I just do it, you know. Of course, I think about it. I'm
Yeah.
not crazy.
For
like,
2 seconds.
No.
Because Dubai has the
2 minutes.
industry,
Oh,
and
fair
Dubai
enough.
has the setup.
Yes.
Dubai is huge in live entertainment and
Yes.
tourism and everything, and Lebanon has a few things, but it's I mean, this is pre-bomb and pre 2020, but it's not there yet. So is it like, did you want to come here and work here, or I just want to live here and maybe work
Yeah,
digitally or
commute.
go abroad or travel, or how did that happen?
Well, I was thinking like I'm going to live here and then I can train people here, like women that want to get a bit flexible. And then I can go to Dubai to do shows or commercials or things that I used to do before because the commute is so easy. And then Corona happened, so I could not, my plan did not go like I wanted it to go.
And you said commercials. Are corporations kind of recently, have they been reaching out? Have they kind of caught on the trend of contortionism? And
I did, my biggest campaign was with Nike.
Yeah.
I did 2 campaigns with them. And this was like crazy, you know,
Yeah.
like, and I think that's when people took me seriously. Even my family, they thought like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know,
a
my
corporation,
face.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
the biggest sports brand in the world. I was so shocked. I remember when I went for the casting, they called me and I went there like on a Saturday and I was wearing Adidas.
Big mistake.
I was wearing Yeezy, but in my mind, okay, it's Yeezy, it's not Adidas. Anyway, like I was wearing this and then the woman, I think she was thinking like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
Shit.
We need to vomit Nike out on you. You need to be head to toe Nike.
I was so dumb. Anyway, and then they want, like the next day they tell me, okay, we want you. Okay, I'm doing it, you know. And I did my photo shoot. It was like 45 degrees outside in Dubai
Oh my.
on the
Nice.
rooftop.
Oh my.
I was sweaty with like 20 assistants. It was crazy. And it was amazing. It was really good. Like, and I'm happy because Nike wants diversity.
Yeah.
I was
They
gonna
want
ask,
to
yeah.
show different sports, and of course they didn't show me as a contortionist. They just wanted someone to do what they like to do.
Yeah.
So I was doing the women's sports section, and I was just doing like what I like, you know.
And that's so interesting because you
That's
mentioned
awesome.
something before, like while you were talking now about how, your family and your friends, Nike came and they took you seriously. And you always say, especially on the show, how Lebanese people and Middle Eastern people in general, they take you seriously because they love titles. And every time there's like a title label behind you or a corporation behind you, that means, oh, this guy's actually legit now. So from before they'd think, oh, Farah is doing a contortionist, she's just having fun, she's probably not taking her life seriously. But then Nike's involved. Oh no, we're so proud of you, a great job.
Yes,
and
finally.
Yeah, so it's a bit weird.
And everybody saw my face, like it was in the shop, like
You're
I was like, oh
famous
my
now.
god. I remember one girl, she was like, hey, that's the same girl here. I was like, yeah.
Oh my god, it's hard being
No,
famous.
and it feels for me like an achievement too.
Of course.
Like, okay, I was not doing everything wrong from the beginning. Like I was training right. I had to learn everything on my own. I was watching YouTube videos and Google images, and I was like trying everything. Like I never got a big injury. Can you imagine this? Like I know, yes, I know a lot of people that trained on their own and they got crazy things, and it's like it wasn't me. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just happened to be, and that's it.
And so you didn't have a teacher, tutor, guide, mentor, nothing? Really?
After a few years, when I was doing like shows with other people or something, some people came from the circus. So I was like warming up with them and training, and then I realized, oh wait, I do this too. Like, so I was right, you know. Then it comforted me too. Like, okay, like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's like the best feeling though. Like you literally put your life on the line because you had a very comfortable lifestyle with Pepsi and stuff, and that was a big risk. Like I'm sure up until that Nike campaign, you probably had so many times where you're just self-doubting yourself. Yeah. Where you're thinking, shit, maybe I shouldn't have quit my job. Maybe this is the wrong choice. Maybe now I'm going to make everybody pissed. But then I'm sure.
Now it's like, boom.
Yeah. Of course, you think, am I good enough? Am I going to make it? Am I going to be where I want to be? It's not an easy decision. It's not comfortable as well. You don't have, sometimes you have to make compromises. I cannot buy what I want. But I don't know. It all pays off. Satisfaction comes from, different ways.
And I think it's definitely powerful of you because, like I was saying, you know, this is not something that's really been done globally and especially in the Middle East. And you must have also got a lot of. We were talking about this kind of off camera about how people misinterpreted what you were doing. Like you were mentioning on Instagram, you like to show the limits you can take your body to and you can take your art and your sport to. But instead of people appreciating that and respecting that, must have taken a lot of work. It was more objectification.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, of course. Some people like think like, oh, what is she doing? Like, I don't know. Everybody's so different and we have different mindsets. And I get comments and messages like it's very sexual what I do, and I do not think it's sexual, and it is not my intention. I pay very close attention to what I am wearing, even if I just do splits, because I know this is gonna show. So I'm wearing jeans or leggings, or I never do anything in bikini, let's say, because because I don't feel comfortable like this, you know, like I don't want to show myself like this. And of course, still people think like, oh my God, like, I don't know, their imagination becomes very alive.
They're just trying to sexualize what you do, basically.
Yeah. This I hate. Like, it used to really piss me off at some point. Like, I would even answer, like, you know, like, I would get so mad. Like, what? Like, how can you put my art down to this when I train so much? And then I realized, like, wait, not everybody is the same. Maybe they see it like this. I see it different. It's fine. I know what I am doing, and I do what I like, so let them talk, you know, it's okay. And I think, again, because they are not used to it, for them it's new. So it takes some time to arrive and to establish, and for people to think, oh, okay, like that's crazy and that's nice to look at. Because what is art? Art is something like, it gives you an emotion, you know, whatever, anything can be art. Moving my hand like this can be art. Anything can be art. It's up to you. It's up to how you see it. And I don't know, it's about emotions. You can think what I do is not art. It's fine, you know, like.
But there's no
we don't have the same
to bring
opinion.
It down like this, as you said.
Degrade,
this kind of trashy things, it feels like, you know, like, but it's fine, you know, like there will always be people against you.
But it's progressed, I'm sure, since when you started to now being involved with Nike. People are probably a bit now, I don't know if you've seen it on social media, taking you a bit, you know, more seriously. What you do more seriously.
Of course, I get a lot of positive messages, like crazy. You know, I have girls like, "Oh, I want to do this. How did you do it?" Like, this is such a nice feeling,
Nice,
you know,
yeah.
people admiring you, like not admiring, but like, oh wow,
Yeah.
like even if they like it a bit, you know, anything is like amazing to hear. Like, of course, there's a 90%, 98 even, like, of good comments, of good reactions. I cannot complain about
That's
it.
so cool that like some girls are telling you, wow, I want to try
Yes.
this, I want to do
Even
this.
very young girls, you know, that want to learn.
That's
Wow.
super nice, isn't it? That's
Yes,
yeah.
especially from the Middle East, from Lebanon, from UAE.
Nice.
I think that's the best feeling ever because, like, obviously you being successful, but even more than that is that you're actually inspiring younger generations and other people to be like, you know what, let me follow my passion.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to be a contortionist,
Yeah.
or maybe not just a contortionist, but just follow my passion.
Yes,
in general.
exactly. Whatever it is, you know.
Yeah, that's
I think this
amazing.
is so important, and it's not easy. It's a big risk to take. But why not? I think because I am like this. This is my personality, and I know some people like comfort and routine. But for me, it's no way. It's like a
something
first love, you know.
Yeah.
Contortion is like my first love.
Yeah.
I cannot live without it. It's impossible.
I think it's honestly everything we have here. Obviously, we try to highlight people's stories and the paths they take, and I think, you know, kind of we hit the jackpot with you because you did something. Literally, I'm telling you,
out of the norm.
out of the norm here. I have not heard of any other person trying to become a contortionist, and I think it's amazing. And what's a bit scary though is you've mentioned coronavirus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything of what you do mainly besides commercials and stuff is live performance, right? It's going to a club or a performance or a stage or a theater or
Circus.
Yes.
circuit, and now we're probably not going to be having that for a while. So where do you see the future of contortionism? And
Yeah, it worries me because entertainment has been cancelled or on pause. I don't really know what's gonna happen. You know, I think now we have to adapt to the world we live in. Like, let's say now we cannot do shows. So what can we do instead? You know, and I'm trying to motivate myself to still train, and this is so hard. You know, when you don't have any objective, nothing on the line. And I'm trying to force myself, okay, train today so you do not lose what you have already. It's very hard. But you can find other things to do. Like, there's always other possibilities.
Yeah, like look, you can always give classes through Zoom. for
Exactly. So
example.
now,
Online, yeah.
yes.
That's
I
one.
was also thinking, like, would you be able to do? Would that maybe be the future? Because all of your, as Ryan said, all of your job involves entertaining people in big crowds. But now you can't
Yes.
do that. And sports is even going digital. Like football, no fans.
Yes.
You watch. So, do you think maybe you'd have like online shows? Has that been an option so far?
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's, as you said, like,
You just saved the industry.
Nice.
if you need a business manager,
please, I need.
Yeah.
No, honestly, you're right, because even gyms are closed. Like,
Yeah.
they are making my future so doubtful. But now I'm working on making my own training program on an application. So I've been working so hard, like, you know, writing. And so I'm going to start it on Monday. It will take some time and then it will be ready. And I think this is the best thing, to do things remotely, like virtually.
I think Joe wants to join one of those classes.
Wait, before I join, what's the name of the thing, of the program?
I cannot tell you
cannot
yet.
say-
you can't give us any details, right? Or
I don't know. My
Because
boss is going to kill me.
okay.
No.
Sorry,
Okay,
boss.
fine.
Yes,
Sorry.
no.
No,
He's not my boss, but he's my partner. you
Sorry,
know?
partner.
We won't get into it.
But we will help you promote it.
Yes,
if you
when
want,
Please.
we'll
Yes,
promote
yes.
it to our 3 listeners. Our 10
sure.
listeners will promote
And
it.
Joe will be the first one to sign
I
up.
will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because me
Yes.
and Ryan can do splits. He still can't.
He's
Ah,
jealous.
he's still
He's
good.
jealous.
You're
Yeah,
already
he's-
good.
He's
Yeah.
jealous.
If I
He needs to join our level.
Man, if I
And then we'll switch
I'll
this
cut
into
off my
contortion.
arm if I see you guys do the splits.
You weren't gonna say arm, but okay.
Yeah.
One day he will
Yeah.
come and he will be splitting in front of
Yeah.
you guys here.
We'll have a
I
special.
told you I could do it.
We'll have a
Exactly.
special episode, all three of us splitting.
Please.
So it's interesting. So you think it is going to not only what you do, but in general, you think live performances and everything. There is the traction to go digital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think now it's a good option for now. We don't know what the future will be like, so I am taking this option.
Mm.
You know, it's man, even musicians and performers, like they're trying to do virtual tours.
Yes.
Which is nice,
Uh-huh.
but actually, I want to like ask you guys this: Would
Please.
would you buy a ticket to a virtual concert of your favorite artist? Right?
No, because concert is a vibe.
Yeah,
it's something.
Like imagine let's say like
the same goes to the performance of like you're doing. Or
seeing it live is very different than seeing a picture of a video.
Exactly.
But the most commercial, like Drake, like let's say, because when you go to a Drake concert, it's like everybody's there, but like it's as if you're watching a YouTube video of a Drake song.
Exactly.
Like it's not really, you're not gonna be jumping in your room by yourself.
But it's not permanent. I mean, this is just to plug the gap of what's happening now. But I think when this fucking virus is over, in a year, 2 years, whenever, things will go back to normal, but it's not going to be exactly like it was. There's going to be, I think, more safety measures. It's going to be more capacity is limited.
Yes, it won't be the same normal. I think it will be something different.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Donald Trump has a vaccine ready soon, so that's fine.
I'm waiting. He has my address. I'm waiting for it.
You can resume your show soon.
Yeah,
please.
You can resume your shows. So do you, for any other boy, girl who's trying to do something like this, do you have any advice you'd tell them? Or because you transcended this art in the Middle East, because we literally haven't heard of anyone else doing it, and despite what society and parents say and everything, you still went and you followed your passion. So do you have any advice for anyone doing that?
It's hard.
Don't do it during Corona. That's
first.
If you're working for Pepsi, quit and be a contortionist.
No, Pepsi's great. No. I don't know. I think it requires so much strength, you know. I have nights of doubt, crazy nights where not so much, but I used to have a lot, like when you cannot sleep, you know. I dream in the day and I worry at night. I don't know. I think it requires a lot of patience and persistence. Like, you should not give up. Sometimes I don't give up, but I feel like, am I going to be able to do it? And still I have people telling me, no, we see you're going to do it. And I don't know. I think, and patience, persistence is very, very important. Very.
So it's really important as well to have people around you, a support system saying you, look, what you're doing is cool, you have the potential.
Of course. All my friends, you know, like everybody supports me. Everybody.
Think about it, like, you know, that's like there's always going to be times when you're doubting yourself and you need the people around you to like really push you and be like,
I doubt every day. Every day.
Yeah, but you're too tall to doubt yourself.
All right, thanks, bro.
If you doubt yourself, just look down at the peasants and realize that you're above it all.
Thank you, yeah.
Exactly.
No, for sure. Life is based off of your height. That's definitely true.
Shit, I'm in trouble.
I'm fucked as well.
You and Joe are in trouble, I think. No, I think
I have more to offer than height. Okay.
I think your story is extremely, extremely cool, and I think it's very inspirational. And I think it's the exact type of thing we wanted to highlight. We wanted to show people differentiating from the norm, doing something so unorthodox, and even things that in this society people might attack and just not understand.
Of course.
But you still persevered and you still done it. And I hope Corona ends soon, so then
me too.
People can see you live and you can perform.
But why should it be the norm, you know?
Yeah.
Why do I have to work for a company and make them richer? And be a sheep all my life and retire and I will be 70 and then
you know
look back on your memories and your memories were at a desk on a laptop.
If you think about it, you have to look at the big picture. What am I gonna live in this life then?
True.
And
like,
life is so short. We know it now. We know it. So now more than ever, you know, it really motivated me to do even more.
Be creative and just follow what you want to do.
Exactly.
Anyone that's afraid to follow what they're doing, I think we should just tell them don't be. No, really, like try your best not to be like, yeah, because so
you will not regret it.
Exactly.
Imagine I hear a lot of people with regrets. I wish I worked there. I did this. Okay, then do it. It's not easy. You need money. You need resources. Yeah. But can't you get it anyway? Like you can still find a way. You can always find a way.
Yeah.
If you want the way, you will find the way.
Of course.
And whatever passion you do, especially if it's very unorthodox, it's not going to come like this. You're not going to just, wake up one day and be perfect at it. And like you're saying, you can't. This is the thing about following your dream and following your passion. Sometimes you need to be smart. Also, you need to make money. You need to know how you're going to provide for yourself. Sometimes you need to think a bit outside the box. But if you work harder than the next person,
struggle like a motherfucker.
Yes, it is a lot of hustle.
Struggle.
You can do it. Honestly, you can do it.
Of course, I think anybody can do what they want, but it starts from
the
here.
mindset. The mindset.
It does.
Anyone can do what they want, but the way you
approach it.
abuse your spine. I don't know if people can. It's crazy.
We'll try.
We'll put
But
your
trust
Instagram.
me,
We'll show people what we're
please.
talking about. Yeah.
Trust me, there's a lot of things like I don't know what I could do. Like last year I went to London. I learned how to rotate my arms, twist my arms. I didn't know I could do this. And I learned it, and in one day I could do it.
Wow, in one day.
Yes, but there are moves, it would take me 1 year. So that's why you have to be so patient. I would be so angry, like talking to myself at the gym, like, what are you doing? Why can't you do this? I swear, like, it would drive me crazy. But you know, when you unlock this move you want,
The ultimate feeling of satisfaction.
Yes.
More than being on Pepsi and closing an account. with it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, analytics are done,
Yeah.
you know, like I am working for me, for my brand image.
That's it. Working for yourself.
Yeah.
Honestly, good for you. We're very, very happy to have you.
Thank
you.
Your,
Thank you.
your story,
Me too.
your story is amazing, and
Thank you.
Very inspirational.
people will definitely. We hope people will check you out after this because
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Farah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.